Shalom, shalom. It's your host, Yeshua Israel, back on the TOL channel. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we're gonna get back at it, man. So what we got going on today, man? This is more for, you know what I'm saying, for Israelites that have family members or people that can't understand that they need to start seeking the Most High throughout the scriptures. So I'm gonna go over. I know this isn't exactly the Torah, but this is the Old Testament, and we know the Old Testament has so much truth because the Most High was speaking through the prophets and through his people throughout our reign. So we're going to go ahead and just go into Proverbs 1, and see what we can get out of it, man. Because a lot of people, they don't know that they have to start seeking Yah to actually be saved. You know what I'm saying? We have this notion as a people that we can just go to church and whatever they tell us to do, we can be saved. No, man. Life in general, yeah, we might be living life. You might have a good time of life on earth in the flesh, but we know life overall, eternity continues. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your soul to be just lost. You hear what I'm saying? So we have to understand why this is so important to seek the Most High with the time we have in the flesh so we have eternal life. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and get into Proverbs 1. Remember, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button. We're going to get it started. Please share this link to my ones on social media, to anyone on social media that have the link. Please share the link to anyone you know. I am live streaming right now, so I know if the video isn't very perfect or if it's buffering, I apologize for that, but we're gonna get into it, man. So we're gonna start with Proverbs 1. That's the only book we're gonna get into. There is precepts all around the Bible for this. Old Testament, to be specific. There is precepts everywhere with everything we're about to talk about today. So in Proverbs 1, we can see already this is of Solomon, the son of King David, and we're gonna get into it. So Let's see, man. So we're going to start with verse 1. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. To receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, of equity. To give subtlety and to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. So already in the first 5 verses, you can already see what the Most High is trying to say. You know what I mean? Us as individuals, we think we have it all figured out. We think just because we heard something or we know something from the past, maybe from our parents, from our pastors, from our teachers, anyone, friends, family, whatever, it doesn't matter. We think, you know what I mean, just normal people, we think, all right, we know something that has to be the truth. No, man. The real truth is you have to keep gaining understanding, gaining wisdom. You know what I'm saying? For all we're all simple to the Most High. Until we take that next leap and that next bound to go and seek him, we're all simple. So how do you not become simple? You keep trying to gain information, whether it be from others or your family, you know what I mean, anyone. You know what I mean? But it has to be correlated to the Most High and to Torah. You know what I'm saying? Gaining information from the world has nothing to do with what the Most High wants us to do. All this information, all the wisdom, all the understanding comes from this book alone. Specifically, the first 5 books of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Genesis through Deuteronomy. Then you can go into, you know what I mean, more books along the Bible after Deuteronomy. You know what I'm saying? Just to increase your knowledge and wisdom. This is what we're into now. We're into the rest of the Bible, into the rest of the Old Testament, the Tanakh, the rest of Proverbs. So we're gonna keep going ahead. We're on verse 6. So we're just gonna scroll down here. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of Yah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So this video here is basically, I named it one of the most important chapters in the Bible, because a lot of people, they don't understand why, especially looking at Israelites, you might think like, yo, these dudes are so religious. You know what I'm saying? The Most High doesn't want us doing all this. Like, you can be any other nation. You can be Israelite. You can be Ishmael. You can be some nation from Japheth. It doesn't matter. You might look at it and be like, God isn't that serious. He doesn't want you to do all this. You just have to believe in him. No, man. It's more than that. You have to, it has to be an everyday life. You know what I'm saying? It has to be an everyday thing to actually want to seek the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're getting into in the Proverbs 1. You know what I'm saying? That's why verse 7 says the fear of Yah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So what is the Most High saying all throughout the Torah? This is why this chapter is so important, because this chapter I'm going to reveal, or the Most High is going to reveal. I'm just the messenger, but the Most High is going to reveal why you have to seek this knowledge day in, day out. You know what I'm saying? You can't be one of those lame ducks that just like think you know it all and don't want to keep getting your understanding to a higher level. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. Seeking the Most High doesn't work like that. Getting to a higher place and getting freedom, especially being saved, doesn't work from you just listening to somebody and thinking you know it all. No, man. It comes from you continuously seeking the Most High, reading the scriptures, telling you what to read. Just like in Joshua 1:8. You read Joshua 1:8. What does the Most High say? I don't have to go to it because I know it on top of my head. You know what I'm saying? The Most High tells us, go into the book of the law. You know what I'm saying? Before it will give you great wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Day in, day out. Day in and day out. All day, you know what I'm saying? All night. So now we're going to get into Proverbs 1:8. So let's go into why we're so confused as a people and what we're doing as a nation that's messing us up. So here goes the Most High. It says, Proverbs 1:8, my son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. So what's y'all saying already? Do what he's telling you to do. It doesn't matter what you think. Just because you know you're an Israelite, yeah, you got a lot of people that's still stuck on Christ, or a lot of people that's still stuck on other doctrines or whatnot, and you're getting yourself to a higher level of understanding and some type of consciousness. But you're never gonna get to where you need to be until you seek the Most High and do what he's telling you to do, which is go back to the book of the law, which is the only book that he cares about. So this is why it says, for they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, for the chains about thy neck. My son, hear instruction from thy father, forsake not the law of my mother. So we know the Most High is already talking about what we need to do, man. So we're going to keep going into Proverbs 1:10. My son, the sinners entice thee. Consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay and wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as that go down into the pit. We shall find all the precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. So what's the Most High saying, man? We know we're in a place of just straight wickedness. You know what I'm saying? We know that there's people out here influencing you to do wickedness and evilness. You know what I'm saying? If that's a word. But we you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it going. We know all this. So what is Yah really saying, man? He's saying, watch out for these sinners, man. They entice thee. And we gotta consent thou not. We know what these policemen are doing. We know what gang members are doing. Let us wait for blood. Let us lurk privily and for the innocent without cause. You know what I'm saying? What are people doing out here? Robbing people, killing people. You know what I'm saying? Murdering people for no reason. It doesn't matter if it's the law. It doesn't matter if it's a bum off the street. You know what I'm saying? Wickedness is wickedness. And they're doing it for gain. That's why it says, we shall find all the precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. So let's keep going, man. So Proverbs 1:14. Right here, let's go. Hold on one second. Cast in thy lot amongst us. Let us all have one purse, my son. Walk not thou in the way of them. Refrain from thy foot from their path. For their feet run to evil, and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. And they that lay wait for their own blood, they lurk privily for their own lives. So are they ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof? You get what I'm saying? So all this is basically self-explanatory if you read it slowly and you try and understand. The Most High is saying, stay away from wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And the wickedness might not only be trying to kill somebody or rob somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is wickedness in general, man. You know what I mean? People that rob, kill, steal, whatever you want to call it, they all have the same type of influence of doing other things that are wicked. So if you're doing the same things that might not be as bad as stuff that can put you in jail, you know what I'm saying, you're still doing the same things as the wicked ones. So you're basically just waiting to condemn yourself, man. That's all you're doing. So let's keep it going, man. Now let's see what the Most High wants us to do. Proverbs 1. Let's start at Proverbs 1:20. Apologize real quick. Wisdom crieth out. She uttereth her voice in the streets. So already you can see the Most High. He's telling us, man, there's nothing hidden. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom crieth out. She uttereth her voice in the streets. There's nothing hidden out here, man. The Most High has made, this is why you have to take that next step. This is why this chapter is so important. This is why you have to take that next step into finding the Most High. Because he's the one that controls wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So wisdom crieth in the streets. Basically saying, here is here. Why don't you want to get it? You simple ones, why don't you want to understand this stuff? You just want to enjoy Babylon and not understand or not follow what you need to follow. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, would ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make my words known unto you. Because I have called, ye have refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. So already, I just explained that. I can expand on it further. So basically, the Most High is saying, man, there's nothing out here that's hidden. So if this truth doesn't eat you up every day, if it doesn't consume you, you know what I'm saying, then you're basically on the wrong route. This truth of the Most High should be consuming you day in, day out. And if you don't like it, then you're a heathen. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, then you're a backslider if you're Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's on you to fix. So if any of these words if you have a problem with any of these words, then you're not ready to even seek the Most High. You need to start going and fixing yourself and actually getting yourself out of Babylon so you can receive these words, because these words are here for everyone to see. You know what I'm saying? This isn't about going to church and being religious. You know what I'm saying? The whole book of the Old Testament isn't a religion. If you actually read and you understand it, it has all to do with nationality. The Old Testament, the Torah is just laws of what the Most High wants, how he wants his kingdom to be ran. It's not religious. You know what I'm saying? So people that think it's a religion, they're wrong, man. They're sadly mistaken. All right? The Most High says he stretched his hand out and no man regarded. Who is he talking about? Right here in Proverbs 122. How long will you simple ones love simplicity? So let's keep going. And we're going to go to verse 26 in Proverbs 1. I also will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock you when fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for they hated the knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yah. So what is the Most High saying? He didn't say anything about Yeshua, Jesus, Christ, Yahushai. He says, for they that hated knowledge and did not choose to fear Yah. You can't fear Yah if you're praising Yahushai and giving Yah his little credit on the side. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with Muhammad. You can't do that with Buddha. You hate knowledge, man. You're not fearing the Most High. So what did the Most High say he's going to do? He's going to laugh at you clowns that don't fear him. If he would have said Yahushai, he would have put Yahushai's name in the scriptures. He would have put Christ or whoever you want to put. He would have put that right there in the Old Testament, right in Proverbs 1. No, but we don't want to know that. We want to know the stuff that sounds good, that sounds like a comic, that sounds like a superhero. That's what we want to know. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep going, man. We don't choose the fear of Yah. Most of us don't choose the fear of Yah. We choose what sounds good. So when when that time comes and all the destruction comes upon you, what's going to happen? You're going to be called on Yah because you found out you were wrong, and now he's not even going to answer you. This is what the scripture is saying, man. I'm not making this up. This is all correlated with the Torah. All this, just because Solomon is talking, just because the Most High might be talking to Solomon, doesn't mean anything. All this, I can find in the scriptures. I can find in the Torah. I can find other verses that correlate to this. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep going. We're going to go to verse 29. For they that hated knowledge did not choose the fear of Yah. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. They eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearken unto me, the Most High, he didn't say Christ, he didn't say Yahushai, he didn't say none of these false gods out here that everyone wants to praise. He says, but whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. So we already know this is talking about the last days and destruction, the end of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? At the end of any kingdom. This could be talking about the past, talking about the present. It's all correlated. So we're going to go ahead and break more of this down. So there we go. What did it say? They shall eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So what is being filled with the fruit of their own way? You're hearkening to all the doctrines, everything that man is telling you. So if man tells you we need to worship Christ, like IUIC, if man's telling you we need to worship Muhammad, we need to wait on this guy, we need to wait on Elijah, we need to wait on King David, you know what I'm saying? That's the fruit of your own way. That's the way of man. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily saying, oh, you're doing it your specific way as an individual. This is talking about the fruit of their own way. What makes them think as a whole that can help save us? No, you know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be thinking like that. What is the Most High saying? Thus saith Yah. You know what I'm saying? That's the fruit of the Most High's way. The fruit of our way isn't in these congregations, isn't with any other false god. No Yahweh ben Yahweh. No IUIC Yahweh Shai. All that crap. This is, you know what I'm saying? Those are your fruit of your own way. Your own devices. What are our own devices? You know what I'm saying? Anything we think that we can save ourselves with. You know what I'm saying? So when destruction comes, what a lot of people are going to be doing? Oh, I got my guns. I got my method of how I'm going to save myself and my family. This is what this is talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to fill our houses with food. And I'm not saying that it's not good to have your own, you know what I'm saying, your own things to be able to survive off grid and whatnot. I'm not saying that. But when you don't want to seek the Most High and you think all these other things around you are going to save you and the Most High can't save you, then that means you're not following the Most High. You know what I mean? You're going your own way, your own route. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem that the Most High has with us, man. We want to go the fruit of our own way. We want to be filled with our own devices. You know what I'm saying? For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. So what's the prosperity of fools? You know what I'm saying? It's basically talking about the shepherds that are leading us astray. They're telling you one thing, thinking you can get saved and go to heaven and all this. But in reality, it's going to destroy you. And if you don't see this, you will be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The verses are very simple, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't go off what your mammy told you, what your daddy told you, what your pastor and when you were a child told you. None of that is going to save you, man. The Most High can only save you. So let's keep going. The last verse. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. Where in the Old Testament, other than this verse, does the Most High, not this verse, but where in the Old Testament does the Most High say you got to dwell unto Christ to dwell safety? Where? Nowhere, man. Only in the New Testament it tells you that. So we gotta hearken unto the Most High and see what He's saying to us in all the Old Testament, all the Torah. You know what I'm saying? This is how we dwell safely. This is how we escape evil. Only the Most High can take us out of this captivity. So this Proverbs 1 is basically, you know what I'm saying, if you have anyone that needs to wake up, if anyone that doesn't understand when you bring them Torah, I'm not saying this is over Torah, this goes over Torah, but this could be a great stepping stool for, especially for people that don't understand what they need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? You throw them Proverbs 1, now you know they can't deny the Most High and go try and go seek further. You get what I'm saying? So this Proverbs 1 is real important. This is one of my favorite chapters. When I wake people up, this is what I actually bring to them first. And then I tell them to go to Torah, start from Genesis, read all the way through Deuteronomy, and go read what the Most High is saying. You know what I'm saying? This right here, Proverbs 1, is basically the say-all, be-all right here, man. If you can't understand this, then you can't really understand to get to what you really need to get to. Because this all sums up what you need to be doing. And there's no other chapter in the book that really puts it all together in a formulated perspective for you to understand what you need to be doing. The words of the Most High alone is what's important. These aren't the words of man. These aren't the words of Christ. These aren't the words of the Roman Empire or the Council of Nicaea, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? All these words in this chapter, you can go back and pinpoint everything they put together from this chapter from the rest of the Old Testament, from the Torah, the first 5 books. You get what I'm saying? So, and once you start reading the first 5 books, you will go back to Proverbs 1 and start understanding like, yo, damn, this really is the chapter that really did it. You know what I'm saying? When I first woke up, you know what I'm saying, I was blessed to be able to just understand naturally. But when I read Proverbs 1, I'm like, damn, I should have been read Proverbs 1. This would have been woke me up years ago. You know what I'm saying? But no, man, I had to, you know what I'm saying? This came up later in my walk. But now it's here. I've been sharing this with a lot of people, man. Only the Most High, man, the fear of Yah. It says it all throughout the scriptures, man. You can't fear anyone else. No man is going to save you. No prince, no king. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I'm going to end at. If you like the video, hit the like button. Smash the subscribe button. We're here almost, not every day, but almost every day. You know what I'm saying? So please hit the subscribe. If you have any family members, you know, tell them to support the channel. I appreciate everyone that has been supporting the channel. We're growing slowly, but we're doing what we can do, man, and get this real truth out there and not all this fugazi stuff, all this buffoonery that's going on, especially in the nation of Israel. So we're going to end it here, and thanks for watching. Peace.